Dread tightens the spine. Seconds drag out, heavy and tense. It almost feels like mercy. It isn't. Heat ripples off the ground. The air itself seems to hesitate. Eyes measure distance. Muscles calculate risk. Breath is held so long it starts to burn. Above them, the eagle tightens its circle, riding invisible currents with lazy confidence. Below, the meerkats refuse to move. They plant themselves like stakes, driven deep into sand. Bodies low but rigid, tails stiff, heads tilted skyward. The wings overhead barely shift. No sudden dives, no rush, just patience. Just the shadow, sliding slowly across their faces, counting them. They stare until their necks ache, until their eyes water, until instinct screams to scatter. No one does. No runner is offered, not a single mistake. And while every gaze is locked on the sky, something changes at ground level. A tremor, a shift in weight. The stillness fractures. One animal decides the price is no longer worth paying. Pain catches up, doubt creeps in. It breaks formation and stumbles into motion. Not a sprint, a crooked lope, hind legs stiff. Head hanging low. Dust explodes beneath its paws as it pulls away, every step louder than the last. The meerkats react instantly. They rise together. One sound, one movement. Sharp chatter cuts through the heat. Bodies stretch tall, spines straighten, fur bristles. They make themselves bigger, bolder, unbroken. The message carries across the plain. This ground is still defended. Out here, balance is not peace. It is hesitation. Every pause is a test. Every shadow is a watcher. Every breath is a wager placed against survival. Above them, shadows continue to wheel, patient and precise. Nothing here is expendable. Every second carries weight. The meerkats are not panicking. Panic is wasteful. Panic fractures groups. This is something else. This is calculation under pressure. Each individual reads the others through posture, sound, and timing. No one moves alone. They behave like a single organism. 50 minds braided into one decision-making body, sharpened by generations that learned the cost of hesitation. When one falters, another fills the space. When fatigue creeps in, fresh bodies surge forward. Teeth flash. Lungs draw deep. Fear is present, but it is overridden. Necessity takes control. They are not trying to kill. Killing costs energy. Killing invites retaliation. Their goal is simpler and more brutal. Disable, discourage, end the threat. Each bite carries the same message. You do not belong here. You are being watched. You are surrounded. Time stretches thin, trembling, pulled taut like wire about to snap. Dust hangs in the air. Muscles coil. Eyes lock. Then it happens. Without warning, the hyena commits. No bluff, no warning call. A wall of muscle and momentum surges forward. Jaws open, intent clear. The ground shudders under its charge. In that instant, everything changes. The meerkats do not scatter. They surge. Sound explodes. Bodies collide. Chaos erupts, but it is controlled chaos. A storm with direction. Because out here, survival is never decided by strength alone. It is decided by timing, by unity, by who breaks first. Something has gone wrong. The meerkats tighten their formation, closing the distance with intent. This is not chaos. This is not fear. This is a decision made in unison. The ring contracts, step by step, pressure building from every side. The hyena spins, snapping blindly. Its massive head swings like a wrecking ball, jaws clapping shut on empty air. It catches nothing. The targets are too small, too fast, always just out of reach. The rhythm of the fight changes. What should have been a clean predatory strike has unraveled into a frantic, spiraling defense. The hunter is no longer choosing angles. It is reacting, chasing motion. Burning energy it cannot afford to lose. Its hindquarters sag, steps shorten, balance slips. Each movement costs more than the last. Breath comes harder now, chest heaving, muscles flooding with fatigue. The sheer weight of numbers begins to tell. This is a 50-member army, each individual small, together overwhelming. Pain blooms across its legs like fire, sharp, sudden, relentless. Waves of meerkats surge in low and fast, flowing like water around stone. They strike where armor is thin, beneath the belly, along the inner thighs. Soft skin untouched by scars. Teeth snap. Bodies collide. Then they vanish again. The hyena catches one. It lifts the meerkat off the ground, shakes violently, and flings it aside. Lifeless. A single bite is enough. One clean crush can end a meerkat instantly. But the loss does not slow them. The 300-pound engine of muscle and scavenging power is suddenly anchored in place. Tiny bodies cling to its limbs. Teeth lock in. Weight pulls downward. Balance falters again. It tries to drag them free, each step heavier than the last. The ground feels wrong now, unstable, hostile. It knows this moment. Every predator does. The instant when instinct screams that the equation has changed, that the hunt has flipped, that staying is now more dangerous than leaving. But escape is no longer simple. The ring tightens again. Sound erupts. Dust fills the air. Above it all, shadows still circle, patient and waiting, as the outcome inches closer to its breaking point.
When the world's fastest land mammal takes on nature's perfect ambush predator, there are no second chances.
Waits to strike.
The coalition scans with eagle eyes. Every shadow could be their brother's killer. That log, that patch of reeds, a crocodile's jaws in disguise. They saw him disappear. Now these brothers face an impossible choice: abandon their leader, or risk becoming the waterhole's next victims. This isn't just grief, it's terror written in tracks. That silent pool took their brother mid-stride. One moment chasing prey, the next, dragged into the depths. No body, no bones, just nothing. The waterhole has erased him. And the brothers finally understand, in the wild, even grief has a time limit. But